Hey guys, welcome to DevOps School. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn about Docker. It helps us to create, deploy and run applications by using containers. After going through this tutorial, I promise you that the concept and understanding of the Docker will be absolutely clear to you.
But before that, let me ask you a few things. Are you dreaming of a career with higher pay and more responsibilities? Or are you ready to take your skills to the next level this year? Then start investing in DevOps School certification level courses which will help you to emerge skills for a wide range of entry level roles and as well as higher potential future positions. But with thousands of courses online and in classroom worldwide, finding the right one for your career goals can be difficult. You can consider our courses like Agile Developer, Agile QA, DevOps Certified Professionals, Site Reliability Engineering, DevSecOps, and Masters in DevOps Engineering, where you will have access to well-structured, easy-to-follow course content that has been developed and will be delivered by industry professionals. You can join on our training programs globally through online platforms, and if you are looking for classroom workshops, then we have regular sessions available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi NCR, Mumbai and in Pune. Simply compare our many courses, find the one that suits your style and schedule best and start today.
Okay. But the installation. Okay. Yeah. Guys, the next question which we have now is how to share an image, because we have developed that image, right? But I have tested that image, I developed that image, but I need to share that image with someone else, right? So how to share an image? So one of the methods is which we have using Tarball. Okay. Second method which we have is using hub.docker.com. Third method which we have is like using private repository. Using private repository. So these are the three methods which we have. Okay. So either you share through the Tarball or upload to hub.docker.com or through some repository. Here when we say private repository, it can be ECR also. It can be Artifactory also and so on. Okay. So these are the things it can be. So I'm going to show you these two demos for time being. Okay. So how to share an image using Tarball? So let's do that. So here I have two images. You look at this. This is one image. This is another image. I have a few containers also. These are the containers. I will delete these containers first. Okay. So here stopping this container, and finally I'm deleting these two containers. Okay. Now, right now I have only images. And what I'm doing right now, I'm creating a tarball of this images. How can we create tarball? So Docker save -o output tarball file name .tar. Which image? This image. That's all. So now this image is pretty huge image, 500 some plus, almost 600 MB of image. This will create one tarball. Okay, you can for the demo purpose, you can create one light image also. That I'm okay with it. As long as you understand the process of creating an image, I'm okay with it. It can be lightweight, it can be heavyweight also. That's not a problem. For time being, I have a somewhere close to 582. So this is the tarball which you have. You know one thing, if you really want to deep dive more into the layers and sort of it, you can untar it, go each and every file and just study properly. You will love these topics actually. This is powered by SHA-256 algorithm. So you should understand those stuff. Okay. So you can deep dive into this, but right now not interested because that's not my topic right now. So what I'm going to do, Docker images. So I've got the tarball backup. I'm going to act like a different person who got this tarball. So that other person will not have these images. So I'm going to delete this image. Okay. And here it is. And now you see that that image has been deleted by me. Okay. Now you can delete this image also. I don't have any problem because I don't use this image anymore. Ubuntu. Okay. So I deleted this image also. Now I have a tarball. That's okay. That's more than sufficient. I'm going to load this. How to? Load I and then file name. That's all. And you see here, loading each layers and all stuff like that. See, loading layers. See that progress. Done. Now, if you see here, check it out. So yes, I created a tarball. I shared tarball with someone else through a number of ways like FTP, SCP, and all. And after that, loaded it. That's all. And this is how you can share an image with your colleagues, teammates, or whatever it is. So I did all this then. So this is the command which I run in order to showcase this demo. So here it is. Guys, any questions here? Do you have any doubts with this command? Any questions on this? Hello? Guys, am I audible?
No questions.
Okay. So second topic is how can you share image using hub.docker.com. So first let me write a step. So first I'll write a step, and after that you can understand this. Okay. So you will have to do the same thing, guys. Okay. So here, guys, first thing, step number 1 for this is register a new account or whatever. If you are existing or no problem. Okay. Register at hub.docker.com. Now, how do you register? That I'm not going to teach you because you all know that how to register with your website. So this is a free website, just like a github.com. Anyone can access it. Anyone can register it. Sign up, validate your email address, blah, 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 and done. Use user ID and password. That's all. So this is done. After that, what you're going to do is create login to hub.docker.com. After registration, you have to log in also. So can I log in? I have already this account, so I'm not going to register it. You're going to register it. Those who are having already account, no need to do that. So directly log in. This is the user ID and this is the password. I just usually saved it in the browser only. Done. Okay. So now I have logged in. Step number 3, create an empty repository. Empty repository. Okay. Now here, this is the repository which I'm creating. See here, I have created so many repositories over the period of time, and I should have deleted many of these repositories, but I'm not getting time to delete all these things. But anyways, let me delete this repository. So here, and I'm going to name it this repository. So let me tell you here, if you are creating some repository with your ID, this is a DevOps Schools demo. These are organizations which I created. You can do also that one, but right now go ahead with it, whatever it is. So my ID is DevOps Schools. That's all. So now what image I'm going to create it? So I'm going to create one image, BER October 2020. This is not making any sense. By the way, let me tell you here, I can I can give this name also. What's wrong in that? This image. This also you can give it. So my image repository name will be DevOps Schools / this one. Okay. Give description, public, private. One private repository you can host free of cost, but public unlimited. Okay. And you can connect with the GitHub also, where the GitHub you have a source code of your product and create it. So this is also done. I hope it's not a difficult steps. Step 3, create an empty repo. Now step 4, what we have. So step 4, make sure, it's a validation code. Make sure the local repo of image and remote repo name must match. I said must match. Okay, just remember must match. So see here, what is my remote repo? This is the one. Okay, this is the name. And what is my local repo? This is the name. Is it matching? Look at this here. Is it matching? No. This is only UB, starting with UB. Here starting with DevOps School, this one. So what do we do in this case? So I'm going to tag it. Tag it is a way to match that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this full name. Okay. And here Docker tag. Tag is also a way to create aliases. Okay. So here, which image I want to tag it is this one. See here. Look at this. This is just a repository name. I just tag it. I got that from here to here. If you look at this, both the names is hitting to the same image ID. Okay, everything's same. Just it's a plain is the name. So this one should match with the remote repo. So using the tag command, I got it done. This one also. Finally, step number 5, Docker login in the host. These are the commands. And step number 6, Docker push repo name. That's all. So can I do that here? So here Docker login DevOps school. So I'll just copy the name here. Password I won't tell you. And login succeeded. You can log out also. Okay, log in, log out. Done. Okay, log in again. Sorry. Log in again. And username is, where is that? This one. And password. Logged in. Okay. So again logged in, and finally push. So here Docker images, Docker push, and this one. If you try to push this one, you'll not get, because I said right, it must match. This is the step number 4, pushing. It's preparing. See why this got mounted, because these layers were already there, but one layer which I created, this one got pushed. Now it's gone, guys. Here now this is a private view, only you can see it. Okay, you see here, and here, see here, last put two minutes ago, I did not give the description tags. You can give it. By default, it's the latest, okay, 2 minutes ago. And this is a public view. Now, anyone in the whole world, those who wants Ubuntu as a base with update, Java, Git, Apache, he can use this image and he can pull it. Right now, only one tag is there, which is the latest. That's a default tag. And you are good to go. So now you can share that image using hub.docker.com. The steps will remain same for the private registry also. For this, but the URL will change. Okay, URL will change. That's all. So here you did the push. Now time has come for the sharing the next version of software. So what we do in this case? So let's create a next version of image first. So here this is the image. I am going to create a container out of it. Run -itd. This is the one. I created a new container. I'm doing very fast, okay, this time. So I created a container. This I'm creating a version 2. So what I'm doing right now, touch. This is a version 2 DevOps file. This is a file which is supposed to go inside the image. Okay. So now Docker cp, and this is the file I copied. Anaconda also. Let's copy original.ks copied. Which container? This container. Where it should be going? OPT directory or any places also. So here Docker cp, all the files, and what is this? Okay, so it's required only 2 arguments. So multiple files. Done. Okay, I copy this one here. So Docker execute one by one. You can copy other files also, and ls opt. See this container, you have files. That's done. So can I commit this time again? Same command, guys, you know that, but this time with a tag. Commit y version 2. Who are you? Author. Who are you? Rajesh. And which container do you want to commit? So this container. And but what you want to commit? So I want to commit something not latest, but version 1 or version 2. I did it. It was very small changes. It happens just instantly. Now see here. Here you have a Ubuntu plus update plus Java plus Git plus Apache plus here you have that file also in this container. You want to push it, docker push this one v2. If you do not pass, it will take latest. That's all. Logged in is already done. I did not log out. Done. Now whole world can get you v1, latest, v3, v5 or this stuff, and refresh it. And now guys, you got another version of that image also. It has a different changes. See, v2 latest, whatever you want, pull it, run it, use it, do whatever you want. This is how we work in the Docker. So guys, did you understand that simple method? I'll show you the automations also, but did you understand that so far? Did you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so let me share the command. 45. Okay, so guys, what you're going to do rough now. So I want you to create a tarball, play with this, same time do all this stuff, push that image, and after that,
If you liked our Docker session so far, please enroll our general membership for $399 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.